It's two things. Super simple. Don't ever complicate it. Don't look too far into it. The one thing is caring. A lot of leaders get promoted in these positions where they're put in power and they don't deserve it. Like they don't really want it. They don't care about the individual. So I think caring takes care and encompasses so many different things that caring has to be the first. The second part is, and people shy away from this, but accountability, right? So people want to reach their dreams. In order to reach their dreams, right, they got to be held accountable. There's no other way. There's no, you can't hold people accountable sometimes. You can't do it when you feel like it. Like accountability is constant. It can't change no matter what. So two things, caring and accountability, super simple for me as far as leadership.
Help me understand, just like when you're running an organization or a company, just, why is leadership so valuable and why is leadership just so important?
So again, two things. You'll hear me say that a lot. Two things. One, engagement. Every company's worried about performance. Doesn't matter what job you do. Doesn't matter what it is. Everybody just wants you to perform at your highest level. Non-profit, for-profit, whatever it is. And the way you get that is employee engagement.
How can I improve on my leadership? Since leadership is so important, so what are some things that I can do personally to improve on my leadership?
Yeah, first things first, lead yourself. I tell every leader I ever work with, like the first person you have to lead is yourself. If you can't do that efficiently, don't take a leadership role. Don't do anything outside of what you're doing until you learn how to. The next thing is take a step back and observe. Right, you have to do some self-development. A lot of leaders step into a position that it could be a sales position, whatever. There's usually some type of entitlement involved, some title change, right? Something happens to make that person feel elevated. When you're not elevated, nothing happened, right? You're still you, and you need to develop to the level that the company, again, for-profit, non-profit, needs you to perform at. So you have to get there most of the time on your own. A lot of companies invest time in leadership programs and all that, but the accountability is on you. So lead yourself, and the other thing, of course, is make sure that you are doing some self-development because you now have new expectations.
Understand, like when you hear the term like winners win, like what does that mean to you, and like where does that concept just come from in general?
Yeah, so winners win. You may see it on a lot of hashtags I put out. I use it at work with my team. Winners win isn't a result, right? So that's the biggest misconception in the world, is that winning itself is a result. Winning is never a result. Winning is a mindset. There's a bunch of people in life that get passed up by losers, right? People that are losing, like have more money than people. People want championships, or losers, right? They don't do the things that it takes on a daily basis to get there. They got lucky. Some things happen like that. It doesn't matter. But winning and winners win is a mindset. So winners win is simple. You do whatever it takes to get what you want, to win. If you're willing to do whatever it takes, sometimes the results aren't there, but most of the time the results will be there. My team made 33 months straight. It's not by accident, right? It didn't happen by accident, but we never focused on the record. We never focused on the win. We focused on the process, right? If you focus on the process, you always get to the result. And
obviously, what I'm just hearing is you have a lot of wisdom that's attached to the topic of leadership. Can you just take me back just to your childhood, and what was it that you discovered, that you're a leader? When did you really start to embrace your own leadership? Because you said previously that it starts with being able to lead yourself.
Yeah, so there was really two. I shouldn't say defining moments, because one's a relationship, and that's with my mother and my grandma. Like they raised me, so awesomely. Like they lead themselves. They do what they're supposed to do on a daily basis. They're all about sacrifice. I was the only child, and they never wavered from me at all. So I knew what it was from the beginning to be led, right? Because I grew up in the hood, right? So I shouldn't be here. I'm not supposed to be here right now, but because of their leadership, I'm here. So that's the one thing, was the relationship. The next part about it is just a matter of like, I lost miserably. When I played basketball was my life. I lost so much in high school. I just lost. Like, why am I losing? Like, I'm doing everything I can, 100 shots after practice, like playing ball, like, you know me, like I'm doing whatever I can. It was just losing games by 6-7 points, like 10 times in a row, killing me. I got to college. I went through some things in college. To keep it short, went through some things in college. Had to transfer. The assistant coach that recruited me left, and now I went to a school called Geneva. I didn't want to be there, but there was a lesson to be learned. Right? There was only one reason I went to Geneva, was to learn how to win. And then when I went there, I learned I had to become a leader. I was looked at as a leader, and instead of averaging 20 points a game like I did in high school, I averaged 9 points. But instead of averaging 2 assists a game like I did in high school, I led the conference in assists. And so once that big picture came together before I started working, right, I realized that I can't win. My team has to win.
If you could give somebody, and I know we kind of went over that, but if you could give like a young man, you know, who similar situation as you know, high school, you know, have the mentality of, you know, I want to win, but how do I get my team, right, to have the same mindset, right? Because I think that that's another thing that makes LeBron great. LeBron isn't just great alone. He has something, you know, about him that makes his team play at a high level as well too. So what is some of just advice that you could just give to like the future young leader?
Great question, man. Let's think about LeBron. Everybody knows what happened mid-year, right? We know what happened mid-year. We got rid of half the team. Got rid of half the team, right? Everybody was like, oh, they put all these memes up, and everybody thought it was funny. I don't think that's funny, because that's it, right? Leaders do things like that. And so at a very young age, I go back to my mom. The biggest lesson she taught me in life is how to pick my friends. Number one lesson, that's the only thing I'll ever teach my son, and that I'll go to the grave with, is who do you hang around, right? Because who you hang around is a sum of who you are. You could be as best a leader as you want. Like Hitler was a good leader. Who's he around now, right? Right? Look what he was doing with his leadership. So the LeBron getting rid of the waste, right? Waste. It's harsh waste. That's what it is. Get some new young guys in there that are going to buy into what he says, right? They bought into the process, they bought in. So guess what that led him to do, which is the second part of the answer, is I have to do what I say. So young leaders out there, do what you say. Like, I have this huge thing, and people think I'm really intense, but it is what it is. Like, do what you say. If you would just do what you said you was going to lose 40 pounds, do something about it. Right? Like, quit making these goals and just not doing anything. I had one of my top reps at work, and I told her, hey, we need you to sell 10K. She said, I can't. I'm not selling 10K. Like, get out of here. She said, what I will do is I'm going to sit down at my desk, and from 9 o'clock to 12 o'clock, I'm not going to move. Before lunch, I'm not moving from my desk. I don't know what's going to happen at that desk, but I know I'm not moving from it. I'll take commitment to action before a number any day, right? Do it for this whole thing, man. And I pride myself on this. I hold people accountable to this. There's a couple little messages, a couple little things as far as leadership is concerned. But as a leader, you have to do what you say. Like, I can't say that enough. If you ever see me out in public, you ask me, I get people to reach out to me, hey, how did you get so successful? Oh, you're building your house. Oh, you make this money. Or you did X, Y, and Z. I told you I was going to do that. Like, if you knew me in college, like I told you this was going to happen. I told my team when I started, and my company, we hired 20 people at once and started our little, we didn't start a business. I worked for a big business, but our department, we started from scratch. And I knew walking in, I was going to be the first one promoted, right? And I made that. I said I was going to do that. So you have to do what you say you're going to do, right? The ultimate goal is cool, but the steps along the way is what makes you who you are. So take one thing away, man. Do what you say.